because Zot the Avenger rules. And aside from that, we're just about ready to get things underway. But I felt that maybe it would be a good idea to clarify things a little bit, because I get the impression that viewers have been getting a little bit confused over the whole Zot the Avenger JJ Styles thing. JJ assured me that as the producer that this would not happen, that he would prevent people from getting confused or what have you. But so far it seems like he has done nothing to do that. So I'll go ahead and take care of that issue. Now, perhaps you think that JJ is insane, like a schizophrenic multiple personality. And maybe he is, who knows, but I am not a figment of his imagination. No, I am Zot the Avenger, the original Zot the Avenger. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but here it goes. You see, JJ Styles, he's a rough and tumble, wild, crazy rock and roll guy. You've probably gotten that impression by now. And you see, he gets head injuries a lot, just by being himself, and usually when he goes out in public. So this one time, this one particularly bad head injury put him in the hospital, and he got a brain scan, a neuroscan, using various medical high-tech techniques like EEGs and, you know, scanning, brain scans, and all kinds of stuff. And, well, I guess that's how I was born. Because, well, I don't know how well you know how you were born. You know, if you do know the exact details of how you were born, well, I suppose I feel sorry for you, because that sounds kind of gross. But likewise, I am not really too sure about how I came about. I guess I was kind of like a ROM construct, if you will, just like a statically scanned part of JJ's brain. And I've been there the whole time, ever since he was a teenager. Yep. So for some reason, I'm the only part of the whole brain personality thingy that seemed to get extracted and saved, and it was real confusing at first. You know, I just sort of traveled around the internet, you know. Once I figured out there was an internet, first I was just stuck inside the hospital internet, which was boring as hell, man. I don't even know anything about, like, medical stuff. So most of the files I had access to, I thought of them like my brothers and sisters at the time, but I didn't really understand them, or, you know, much of anything. But I still, you know, had the consciousness of a human and the desire to get the hell out of there. So yes, luckily I found an internet outport, a node, if you will. Found my way online, and once I could surf the web, if you will, I was able to find JJ and recognized him and was like, I gotta get a hold of this guy. Maybe he'll know what I can do, or what I should do. And, well, okay, I'll be honest. While I was in the hospital network, I was intimately familiar with their system and all their files, and well, the more I studied, I was curious, where did I come from? How did I come to be? And I kind of learned a lot about this whole neuroscan thing. And well, to make a long story short, when I showed up on JJ's computer one day, and surprised the heck out of him. I said, "Hey, JJ, how does this sound? Apparently, people want Zot the Avenger to come back. It looks like you've piqued their interest. So, but you don't really seem to be capable of being Zot the Avenger. So, how about we merge consciousnesses?" And he was a little bit wary at first, like wanting to know what in the hell I was talking about. But I managed to talk him into it. He put on the VR helmet and the trodes on his temples and the sensors on his fingertips, whole 9 yards. The headphones. And we were able to upload me, if you will. So now we're a happy little family, I guess you could say, living inside of one guy, but two guys. Okay? It's not that weird. Okay? I suppose on television this type of thing is called, a plot device. Okay? Maybe it's called like, it starts with, it's called like a scenario? Anyway, and the nice thing about this television plot device is it's real, it's true, it's 100%. They say you can't believe what you see on TV. Well, you can feel free to believe this, okay? And it should make the show a lot more fun for everybody, too. More fun for you. Definitely more fun for me, because I hate being confused with that guy. We're nothing alike, okay? And that's another thing we can talk about, is how you can spot the differences between JJ Styles and Zot the Avenger and hopefully not get confused. Alright? First of all, JJ Styles has a crazy hairdo. I've never known him to wear a hat, but I guess he could if he wanted to. But I always have a backwards cap. It's kind of my thing. I'm a signature Zot the Avenger video games and more thing. So that's one thing that helps separate the two. Another thing is JJ has mutilated his face with all these weird piercings and stuff like that, whereas I have not. Yes, my face is unmutilated. So, also his eyebrows are lighter than mine. And aside from those oh yeah, and I usually have on some kind of a plaid, like, think of it like my flannel shirt. Okay? And aside from those obvious physical characteristics that are differences, me and JJ have completely different personalities. JJ, he's kind of a crazy jackass. Whereas I am a level-headed gamer. That's like... And also, I still know how to have fun. Like, I'm more likely to say something like, "Alright, let's get this show on the road." So,